What's up everybody, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to my channel. Today we're building a new crest on the Comfy Cubby lot. It's a 20 by 15 lot and this build is going to be entirely base game and it's a starter home for 3 sims, which means our budget is about 23,000 simoleons, and even though we only have 3 sims here, it was still pretty difficult to stay under that budget, but eventually I'd like to do an 8 sim household with a starter home budget because even this was really difficult with only 3 sims. Like I'm used to just like picking an item and putting a bunch of things down and not really caring about a budget at all. I had a lot of trouble with this floor plan. I'm not really great at building like suburban style homes like this, especially ones that are this small, because I had to keep like adjusting the size of it and like making it smaller or bigger depending on the need. I don't know, I just like struggle with floor plans in 2-story homes. Like the stairs just like don't work for me. I'm not a huge fan of like the switchback stairs because they take up twice as much space, so I usually try to keep it like a single straight stair. We're doing the floor plan for the upstairs now. This is the nursery over here in the front and the side is the parents' bedroom, and like I said, the floor plan was just like not floor planning. I don't know why, I just can't do floor plans on houses like this. It just doesn't feel like it works to me. And then you add only doing the base game on top of it and it's just like, oh my god, I feel like it's so ugly. Like ugly in a good way though, because it's like really cheap and affordable and anybody can download it because it's only base game. And I'm usually like really bad at doing base game builds because I always play with packs. And we're working on the floor plan downstairs now. I've got the dining room and the kitchen kind of sorted out here. I think these chairs from the base game are fairly cheap. I think they're only like 70 or 80 simoleons, so they're great for budget builds like this. These are the only base game countertops that I use, really. I like these countertops actually. They're the cheapest ones. They're like 135, so compared to like 225 or 250 for the other ones, like the more expensive ones. I use the wood countertops a lot too, but they're not very practical for a budget build like this, so although they look very nice. I'm pretty sure I used like the first swatch for everything. Like that goes for like the windows to the carpet to the wood swatches that I used. I don't really use carpet a lot in this game. I just think it looks too flat to be carpet and I feel like it should have like more 3D texture and it just doesn't. But you know, I'm not a game designer. I can't do CC, so any of that, so I have no idea how any of it works. And we only have like one decent carpet from the base game, so we're kind of trapped with that. We're working on the nursery now, so I feel like it's time to tell you about today's tester sims. We have the Stevens family, and they're actually mostly base game sims. I think I used a few hairs or something from high school years, so if you don't have high school years, they just won't have the body hair. First up, we have Lila Stevens. She's the mom and wife of Harold Stevens. She's outgoing, cheerful, and materialistic. She has the fabulously wealthy aspiration, which gives her the business savvy bonus trait, and her husband Harold Stevens, he's a genius, childish, and neat. He has the computer whiz aspiration, which gives him the quick learner bonus trait. And then we have their son, who is an infant, and he is sensitive, and he is an infant named David. I'm just doing a quick little computer study area in the hallway here. It's like the only place I had room for it. Got the bathroom all done. There is a second bathroom downstairs. I just cut it out because it's only a half bathroom, and I use the same toilet and sink from the master bathroom into that half bathroom. I was running out of money at this point. I had about 3,000 simoleons left. I just wanted to make sure I had all the furniture in that I needed because I really needed an infant bed and like the parents' bed, obviously. And I do have to like switch it out from the like second most expensive base game bed with like one of the cheaper ones. And the cheapest bed is actually like uncomfortable for your sims to sleep in. They get like a sore back with it. I really never use this bonsai tree for a gardening skill, so I decided to add it into their living room just to take up a little bit of space in this corner here. And because I had pretty much everything in, I started adding some clutter to both of the bathrooms, just so we had something in there for your sims, because otherwise they get like a uncomfortable moodlet from being like in bad surroundings or whatever. And since I still had some money left over, I switched out these little saucer lights with a couple of these like bigger dome lights. And we were even able to get a few cabinets in the kitchen. It kind of looks really empty when you don't have any cabinets in your builds, and a lot of the base game ones don't. And then I just added a couple like entryway clutter items, like the little coat rack with the hat on it, and the aprons. I always like putting the aprons in my builds. I just think it looks a little bit more lived in, and you know, maybe there's chefs that live there, wear aprons to protect their clothes, which you should. Like if you're cooking, you should wear an apron. Like I can't tell you how many times I've just like ruined clothes because I spilled something on myself and it stained. We were getting down to our last like 300 simoleons here, and I wanted to make sure that each room had a light switch. You know, it's just more realistic that way. And this is where I was like, man, that bedroom looks so empty and I only have like 140 simoleons left. So I deleted the bed, and instead of using these like cheap little wall sconces, I added a table lamp and a couple of books and a plant, as well as like a painting in the bedroom because we didn't really have it. I used a lot of debug for the landscaping because I only had 38 simoleons. And that's not nearly enough to do the landscaping that I was trying to do. I wanted to mimic like the pancakes backyard. So they have like a bunch of like these yellow flowers that kind of make just like a circle in their backyard, which I've been meaning to redo the pancakes house. Like I really want to just rebuild it and make them a new house. I recently rebuilt the Goth mansion, and a couple weeks ago, or actually probably a couple months ago at this point, I built the Roomies house in Oasis Springs. But with the Goth family, I only used the base game, and with the Roomies, I just went all in and used as many packs as I wanted to. But that is just about all for today's speed build. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up because it really helps out. I upload a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video so that you don't miss anything. I hope you all have an amazing day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next video. Dag dag!